Good evening, everyone. Today I'll be teaching you Chapter 12 about the earliest human beings. I hope you have little or no idea about the evolution of human beings or Homo sapiens. So, first we will go through a short introduction about hominins so that you get well acquainted with these terms. A long time ago, there were no human beings or people like us on earth. There were plants, wild animals, and people whom we call hominins. They were not human beings but were similar to human beings. They lived on earth before human beings did. They knew how useful fire was. It kept them warm, it gave light when it was dark, and they could cook food on it. They also knew that if they lit a fire, wild animals would not come near them. So fire kept them safe too. When human beings first appeared on earth, they learned these useful things about fire from the hominins. Fire can be dangerous, but if it is used carefully, it is also very useful. From ancient or very old sources, we know that it has been a part of our history since very early times. These days, we live in houses and lead a comfortable life. But life was very different for the earliest people who lived on earth. How do we define human evolution? Human evolution is the lengthy process of change by which people originated from ape-like ancestors. Scientific evidence shows that the physical and behavioral traits shared by all people originated from ape-like ancestors and evolved over a period of approximately 6 million years. Let's learn about sources from which we get to know about the earliest human beings. Archaeologists have found sources all around the world that tell them about the earliest human beings. From these sources, they have learned that these people lived a very long time ago. They have also learned what life was like for them. Read about the sources that tells us about the earliest human beings. Caves. Sources have been found in some caves in rocky areas. This tells us that the caves were perhaps used as shelters when it was wet or cold. Ashen bones have been found in some caves. This tells us that people knew how to use fire to cook and which animals they hunted and ate. Tools. A knife has a sharp edge. It is a tool that can be used to cut food. A tool is something that helps us to do a particular kind of work. The earliest people also made tools with sharp edges. Their tools were usually made by carving stone. Many such tools have been found. Tool makers hit one stone with another stone until they cut it into a sharp edge. Early tools that could be held comfortably in a human hand are called hand axes. People became better at making tools as time passed, and so their tools became thinner and sharper. So tools were also made of animal bones. Early people used their tools for hunting, fishing, cutting meat, cleaning animal skins, digging, and sewing. On the left side of the page, you can see an early human being making a stone tool, and you can also notice the small pieces of chipped off stones lying on the ground. And on the right side of the page, you can notice an ancient hand axe where you can make out the shape and the sharp edges. Two scientists made thousands of stone tools to understand more about early people. They could cut meat with these tools. They realized that making stone tools was hard work and took a lot of practice. Art is the third form of source from which we can gather information about the early human beings. In many caves, drawings and paintings on the cave walls have been found. These mainly show animals and people. These drawings and paintings tell us about the animals the people had around them and also how they hunted them. It used to be very dark inside caves, so people probably used fire to give them light so that they could paint. The hunter-gatherers. From these sources, experts can guess what the life of early people was like. They did not grow their food, so they had to search for it or hunt for it. They lived by hunting wild animals, fishing, and by searching for and gathering food such as fruits, nuts, and honey. We call these people hunter-gatherers. In the next page, you can look at the picture in your book and figure out the tools used for hunting. Spears had stone heads and wooden handles. Arrows were made of wood and had a stone arrowhead. The hunter-gatherers had a very good understanding of their environment, which was rich in plant and animal life. They moved from place to place in search of food and water. They had to be near water but also near areas where their food could be found. The men hunted in groups. Some animals they hunted were the elephant, buffalo, etc. Animals were chased until they became tired or got stuck in a wet, muddy place or fell into a deep pit. Then they were killed with the stone tools. The stone tools were also used to cut the meat so that it could be carried back home. The women looked after the children. They also gathered food like fruits, roots, berries, and seeds. They used pointed stones and sticks as tools to dig up the roots. The work of the women was different from the men's work. The hunter-gatherers also lived in groups of many people because they needed each other to hunt, to carry food home, to gather food, and to look after children. We also eat roots today. Find out which things we eat are the roots of plants. This will be your homework. Now we will learn about hunter-gatherers in India. Stone tools of early human beings have been found in several places in India. India also has one of the largest collection of rock paintings in the world. Look at the cave painting of hunters from Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. Can you figure out the hunting tools? I hope you can. In the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, small groups of people still live as hunter-gatherers. However, their numbers have come down a lot in the last 200 years. They may not still be there in another 100 years. Recent discoveries of stone tools in West Bengal tell us that hunter-gatherers lived here thousands of years ago. Such tools had earlier been discovered in parts of the Deccan Plateau. We are on Earth because the earliest people appeared and because of the millions of people who came after them. Thank you, children. I hope you have understood this chapter and it has appeared interesting to you. Go through the chapter once again and complete the objectives given at the back of the book. Question answers will be provided shortly.